Don't be naive. The truth about people you must know. Life is a journey filled with lessons. Some are taught through triumphs, while others come through trials. Greed, ignorance, resilience, and wisdom. These are not just abstract ideas, but forces that shape our reality, influencing the choices we make every day. History, philosophy, and real-life experiences all point to the same truth. True success is not just about wealth, intelligence, or power, but about understanding how to live wisely. Those who blindly chase material gains often find themselves trapped by their own desires, while those who cultivate contentment and self-awareness discover an unshakable peace. In today's discussion, we will explore the profound lessons behind greed, contentment, and the hidden art of feigned ignorance. We will dive into ancient wisdom, psychological insights, and real-world experiences to uncover how these forces influence our decisions, relationships, and ultimate happiness. So sit back, open your mind, and let's embark on this philosophical journey together. Life, like a book filled with unexpected chapters, often leaves us in deep contemplation. Some relationships may seem like blessings at first, yet they conceal invaluable lessons beneath the surface. Some adversities may appear painful, but they are the very catalysts that shape our growth. The journey of discovering these life truths is an opportunity for us to reflect, gain insight, and uncover the hidden laws that govern the human mind. Let us step into the world of ancient philosophy, where we realize that life is never a simple, monotonous flow but a vibrant journey of experiences, awareness, and transformation. In life, each person encounters a diverse range of relationships. Some bring joy and peace, while others come only to sow discord and misfortune. The ancients once said, being close to a virtuous person is like entering an orchid garden. Over time, you will naturally carry its fragrance. Associating with a petty person is like staying in a fish market. Before long, you will absorb its stench. This teaching is not merely a piece of wisdom passed down through generations. It is a profound lesson on choosing the right companions in life. The people around us do not only influence our emotions but also shape our destiny. Not everyone who approaches us has good intentions, and not everyone who smiles is worthy of our trust. Recalling a small story from life, there was once an old friend who suddenly reappeared after years of no contact. He came with a warm smile, reminiscing about the good old days. But soon, after just a few exchanges, a request to borrow money surfaced. Suspicion stirred within me. He never truly asked about my life or well-being. His only concern was securing the loan. This experience made me deeply understand the wisdom of the ancients. In this world, no one is truly a stranger. Yet when interests do not align, even brothers can become distant. Indeed, when someone returns after years with sweet words, it is wise to remain clear-headed. Relationships in life are not just simple interactions, they are an exchange of psychological energies. The positive or negative emotions of others can influence us if we do not maintain control. Choosing the right companions, therefore, becomes an art of living. Some people come into our lives merely to probe, borrow, or take advantage, yet others arrive to encourage, uplift, and help us grow. Then there are those neighbors who once looked down on us, only to suddenly become unusually friendly when circumstances change. Lao Tzu once taught, the noble-minded form friendships like water, pure and humble. The small-minded form friendships like wine, intense but fleeting. I once witnessed a family in my neighborhood who, after achieving success in business, became the focus of those who had previously ignored them. Curious glances and seemingly innocent yet probing questions like, "Business is going well, isn't it?" became more frequent. This was not genuine concern, it was curiosity mixed with envy. The story of these neighbors is yet another reflection of human nature when faced with another's success. The tendency to compare oneself to others is a natural response. But when envy turns into harmful actions, it becomes the root of unhappiness. Such individuals may go to great lengths to extract information, spread rumors, or engage in subtle manipulation, simply to satisfy their own sense of rivalry and discontent. Family is the foundation of life, the place we return to after the chaos of the outside world. Yet, It is also the most vulnerable to external interference if we are not steadfast. Those who come into your family are not just friends or colleagues, sometimes. They wear the mask of empathy while harboring hidden intentions. A friend once told me that her marriage nearly fell apart because a colleague showed excessive concern for her husband. At first, it was just work-related discussions, then private confessions, and soon, emotional distance began creeping into their marriage. Confucius once emphasized, when the home is harmonious, all things prosper. When the home is in disarray, chaos follows. This truth remains timeless. When the bond between husband and wife weakens, a third party can easily slip in. Adversity in life is often seen as a sorrowful note, but in reality, it is an opportunity for growth. Lao Tzu said, "Misfortune is what fortune depends upon. Fortune is where misfortune lurks." Challenges are the fertile ground where resilience is cultivated. Adversity is not merely a temporary hardship, it is a test of patience, courage, and perseverance. When faced with difficulties, we are forced to reevaluate ourselves, recognize our strengths and weaknesses, and adjust our mindset accordingly. Every adversity is like a storm, sometimes so fierce that we feel we cannot withstand it. But when the storm passes, the sky clears, and we realize we have emerged stronger than before. The world's most successful individuals have all endured severe hardships. They do not fear failure but embrace it as an essential part of their journey to growth. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This is a living testament to transforming adversity into the driving force for progress. Adversity also reveals the true nature of people. When we struggle, we see who genuinely stands by us and who only appears when we are wealthy and thriving. There is a saying, when you are rich, you know how many friends you have. When you are poor, you discover who your true friends are. Adversity is not an enemy but a strict teacher that pushes us toward personal development. However, adversity is more than just external hardships. It is a mirror reflecting the true nature of each individual. When confronted with difficulties, we learn who genuinely cares for us and who merely appears out of curiosity. It strengthens our patience, deepens our understanding of karma, and nurtures our inner wisdom. Some, when facing adversity, choose to escape, blaming their circumstances. Others courageously confront it, seek solutions, and persist in their efforts. The mindset with which one faces adversity determines their growth. From hardship, we learn invaluable lessons, patience, humility, and the power of faith. When we embrace adversity as part of life's journey, we uncover profound meaning and value, enabling us to keep moving forward, regardless of the challenges ahead. Money, in the eyes of many, is the measure of success. However, its true value is only realized when used wisely. There are 3 types of money that, the more you spend, the richer you become. Money spent to honor and care for parents. Money invested in knowledge, and money invested in quality relationships. I firmly believe that the money spent to show gratitude to parents is never wasted. A warm meal shared with them can sometimes be more precious than the most extravagant gifts. Knowledge, too, serves as the foundation that helps us navigate life's long journey, and quality relationships act as bridges leading us to greater opportunities. The power of investing in knowledge cannot be measured in numbers. It is an asset that can never be taken away, nor does it diminish over time. When you invest in knowledge, you are laying the foundation for all future success. I truly believe that reading a great book is like having a conversation with a wise mentor. Every dollar spent on learning is a step closer to personal growth. Investing in knowledge is not just about buying books or enrolling in courses. It also means developing critical thinking, learning from real-life experiences, and acquiring the ability to analyze and solve problems effectively. A person who continuously invests in themselves is always prepared to face challenges, for they understand that knowledge is the foundation of all achievements. Spending money on quality relationships is also an art of living. Meals and gatherings are not mere expenses. They are opportunities to build connections and nurture long-lasting relationships. A strong network not only expands career opportunities but also provides emotional support during difficult times. Above all, Using money to honor and care for parents is the deepest expression of gratitude. Parents are the ones who have sacrificed so much for us to be where we are today. A small gift, a trip together, or simply a warm family meal is a meaningful way to show appreciation. When we use money to take care of our parents, we are not only fulfilling our duty as children but also planting the seeds of love and compassion for future generations. When used wisely, these expenses will never be lost. They will transform into lasting, sustainable values, contributing to a happier and more meaningful life. But intelligence and sharpness are not always advantages. Sometimes, knowing when to feign ignorance is a form of advanced wisdom. Sima Yi is a living testament to this. In his intense battle against Zhuge Liang, he chose to remain defensive, pretending to be cowardly, only to secure victory in the end. Feigned ignorance is not foolishness, rather, it is the ability to appear oblivious at the right moment to avoid unnecessary confrontation. The wiser a person is, the more they understand that sometimes, turning a blind eye to trivial matters is the best way to preserve peace. Feigning ignorance is not a sign of weakness but an art of wisdom. There are times when remaining silent and pretending not to know is the best strategy to observe and assess the situation. As the saying goes, know yourself and know your enemy, and you will win every battle. A truly intelligent person does not reveal all their knowledge at once. They choose the right moment to act and, when necessary, are willing to yield to avoid unnecessary conflict. This strategy is also a lesson in ego. When we are too attached to our intelligence, we become easy targets for others to counteract. On the contrary, by concealing our sharpness, we lower the guard of those around us, allowing us to navigate situations with greater control. When used wisely, feigned ignorance is a powerful weapon in social interactions and in circumstances that require adaptability. There is a story of a wealthy businessman who always maintained a humble and simple lifestyle. Despite owning multiple properties and great wealth, he dressed plainly, drove an old car, and lived in a modest home. When asked why, he smiled and said, "Feigning ignorance keeps me safe. People only pay attention to me when I show off. But when I appear ordinary, I can observe freely and make wiser decisions." His strategic humility shielded him from opportunists, those who only sought to benefit from his wealth. Thus, feigned ignorance is not a passive attitude but a proactive strategy to conceal one's sharpness when necessary. It is a lesson in flexibility, an art of navigating a world full of competition and rivalry. The essence of feigned ignorance is learning to let go of the ego. Temporarily accepting minor inconveniences does not mean weakness, it means understanding what truly matters. In managing relationships, feigned ignorance helps us avoid meaningless conflicts, preserving harmony and emotional balance. Instead of sighing, take action. Life sometimes makes us sigh. Though seemingly harmless, a sigh is often a sign of resignation. Each sigh drains our vital energy, depleting our inner strength. A friend once told me, instead of sighing, take action. Indeed, when we actively confront our problems rather than lament over them, things begin to change for the better. A sigh is not just a momentary expression of fatigue, it is a reflection of the psychological pressures within us. When we sigh, we reveal our frustration and helplessness in the face of life's challenges. But if we stop at that, we remain trapped in a cycle of negativity. Successful people understand that rather than sighing, they must find ways to resolve their problems. Sighing is a sign of disconnection from the present moment. When we feel stuck, instead of sighing, we should take a deep breath, slowly feeling the air flowing through our bodies. This simple act helps us reconnect with ourselves, bringing our minds back to the present and restoring inner peace. Some people, when faced with difficulties, simply sigh and accept their fate. They forget that sighing changes nothing. Only action can lift us out of hardship. Remember Confucius' words, do not blame the heavens. Do not blame others, only strive to improve yourself. Each time you feel the urge to sigh, replace it with the question, how can I improve this situation? When the mind focuses on solutions, negative energy gradually dissipates. Think about the elderly. They often sigh over past regrets and missed opportunities. But life is not about regrets, it is about the present and the future. If we keep sighing, we will continue missing out on the precious moments of life. So instead of sighing, Take action. Identify the source of your exhaustion. Then seek solutions to overcome it. Life is precious in every passing moment. Do not let sighs dull the joy and hope within your heart. And finally, the lesson about greed. Blind pursuit of material gains is the root cause of downfall. Some people will go to any lengths to obtain immediate benefits. Failing to realize that evil deeds bring evil consequences is an inescapable law. Doing good is not just about accumulating virtue for oneself, it also generates positive energy for life. Greed has always been one of the primary causes leading humans down the path of wrongdoing. The ancients warned, greed leads to ruin. Once greed takes hold, people easily lose their rationality, trampling over morals to achieve their desires. In reality, many have lost themselves in the blind pursuit of wealth, forsaking the core values that are the true foundation of life. Greed is not limited to material desires, it extends to the craving for power and fame. When controlled by greed, people fail to see the unforeseen consequences ahead. Consider the story of King Midas in Greek mythology. His insatiable desire for gold led him to wish that everything he touched would turn to gold. But soon, he faced the tragic truth: his food, his loved ones, all transformed into lifeless gold, leaving him in despair. Greed often disguises itself in beautiful appearances. Opportunists frequently exploit the greed of others, setting elaborate traps, investment schemes promising high returns, offers of instant success without effort. This is when people lose their clarity, lured into perilous paths by tempting illusions. Life is like a long river, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent, but if you know how to hold the oars, when to move forward, and when to pause, you will always find a peaceful shore. Remember, adversity is not misfortune, it is a gift that fosters growth. When people approach you, welcome them with a smile, but use wisdom to discern who to keep and who to let go. To conquer greed, one must first learn the art of contentment, knowing what is enough. When we embrace contentment, we no longer feel lacking, nor are we controlled by the fear of loss. A content person lives simply and finds joy in the most ordinary things. After all, happiness does not lie in the amount of wealth we possess, but in the serenity of our soul. Always remember, a peaceful mind, free from the grasp of greed, is the key to unlocking the door to true tranquility and happiness. At the heart of every challenge lies an opportunity to grow. Greed may lure us into temptation, but contentment frees us from the endless cycle of desire. Intelligence can be a tool for success, but knowing when to feign ignorance is a higher form of wisdom. The most powerful people are not those who control others, but those who have mastered themselves. If today's discussion resonated with you, don't just let these ideas pass you by, reflect on them. Apply them, and watch how they transform your life. This is practical philosophy, where we don't just explore ancient wisdom, we make it relevant to the modern world. If you found value in this, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and share your thoughts. Your insights might just help someone else on their journey of self-discovery. Until next time, stay wise, stay aware, and remember, true wealth lies in the peace of mind that no amount of money can buy.